All right, welcome back to Introduction to Engineering Design. This is Module 7.4. We left off after we'd put the wheels on the car, so our car is fully assembled. But you'll notice over here in our assembly that all of the wheel sub-assemblies are they are basically not fully constrained. And they're not fully constrained because they still rotate freely. So let's talk about how we can maintain a rotational movement but define that rotational movement with a limit range. So to do this, I'm going to turn on the planes again. So I'm viewing the planes, and just as a reminder, these planes are showing here in my wheel. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the relationship between this plane, which happens to be the top plane of the wheel, of each wheel, and I'm going to relate it to the plane in the body, which is the front plane. And I'm going to give it an angular relationship. You'll notice that once I click on this, I get 129.65 is where it was, but I really want a range, so I click on my Advanced Mates button. And in my range, from the minimum range, I'm going to type in a 0. And the maximum, I'm going to type in 360. And accept that. I'll now exit out. And what you're going to notice, is I didn't accept that, so let me go back and mate that one more time. Sorry about that. Angle, advanced, 0 to 360, accept it, and exit. Now what you'll notice, sorry about that, is you're going to notice that this subassembly 4, number 1, is fully defined. And you'll see that it still rotates, however. But what it doesn't do is it does not rotate unrestrained. So it goes from 0 to 360 degrees. So we're going to repeat that at each one of the subsequent wheels. So I'll just come in here, select the plane in the body, angle, advanced, 0 to 360. Accept it, accept it. Roll my model over on this side. Same mate. Same relationships. Looking at it a little wonky. Angle, advanced, 0 to 360. Accept it. And subsequently the same mate. Zero, 360. Accept it, accept it. Exit out. So now what you should see is all the subassembly 4s, wheel 1, 2, 3, and 4, all are mated. Let me turn off the planes now, see how we're looking. So now all my wheels still spin. Nifty. But I'm fully defined in my model. Let's insert the last thing, and that last thing is going to be the windscreen. Browse to my T9 windscreen. I'm going to use my orientation button here to roll this thing into the proper orientation. There we go. And we'll accept that. Now this is kind of weird because it doesn't really fit well. You can notice these little buttons or these little nubs, they line up against the wood edge, and it's a friction fit, so it's not going to line up real well. So this is a great candidate to again use planes. So I'm going to go ahead and view where the planes are, and I want to turn on this right plane. And I'm going to line up this right plane with the middle plane of the body. So I'm going to mate my right plane in my subassembly 3 and the right plane of the windshield. Go ahead and accept that. So that centered that up real nice. Turn off my planes. And I'm going to go ahead and make another advanced mate we hadn't really talked about much before, but I'm going to do a width mate. So I'm going to come down here, mate, advanced mate, and to clear my selection here, and I'm going to do a width mate, and it's going to ask me to choose 2 items here. So I'm going to choose the 2 sides of my windscreen, and it's going to ask me to center that between 2 opposing walls. There are my 2 opposing walls. Let's see if it takes that. Looks like it hasn't. So there's my width relationship, and that was already established by my planes. Let's do it front and back, same thing. So width, and we'll come with these tabs. Front and back of the passenger body hole. The last thing is we're going to mate the bottom of the windscreen surface against the top of the body. And that should fully define my model. So there you have your completed T9 Automoblex model. You're going to want to save this, File, Save As, and I'm going to call this my T9 Automoblex car. And that's it. Thanks for watching. You should have a fully assembled model. The wheels should spin on it, and it should say fully defined down here. You're going to save this for a subsequent exercise that we're going to do in a couple of days. Thanks for watching.